Morning everybody, I'm back from my much needed break. Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. So the reason why it's been really hard for me to post on YouTube, besides the obvious when it comes to time, lately work has literally been taking over my life. Like, I work at Publix currently, and they have this thing that they do called mid shifts, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, no, like, I'm legit not gonna bullshit you. It was so incredibly depressing. It was actually awful. Like, I'm 19 years old and I should not be questioning work this much. So basically, let me explain what a mid-shift is. It's probably self-explanatory, but for you retail workers out there, you probably already know what I'm talking about. Basically, what a mid-shift is like a shift that's like smack dab in the middle of a day, and it will be like an 8-hour shift too. For example, my shifts would be something like 11 to 7, or it would be like 10 to 6, 12 to 8, like very awkward smack dab in the middle of the day shifts. But yeah, I had to take a break from like YouTube and like basically everything with life because it was awful. But I think the most depressing part about it though was that because my shifts were smack dab in the middle of the day, I would wake up every day exhausted. I would wake up, brush my teeth, make breakfast, get ready for work, go to work, and I work all during daylight hours. I come back during the evening and I'm so exhausted, all I can do is lay down and sleep. I can't even do anything I enjoy, and I haven't been able to film because of that. It has been completely awful. But you know what, honestly, I'm just grateful that I did have that experience because it was depressing. I hate that this is a reality that a lot of adults have to live in and they don't have a choice. They have mouths to feed at home. And I think that was honestly the most depressing part about it. I felt like I was losing myself because I didn't have time. It's not even about the time, because in a way I did have the time. The problem is that because work was smack dab in the middle of the day, not only did I have trouble finding the time, but more importantly, I did not have the energy. I was giving my time, my energy to something that was not fulfilling to me, and it was taking away from everything that I liked to do. And I felt like for a period of time, I lost all purpose and meaning in my life, because who wants to work at a grocery store where people treat you like shit every day and managers talk down on you every single day? And I just didn't, it was just, I'm not even gonna go into it. Like, it was pretty awful. But basically, I did take a break from work though. I am leaving for Colombia for the first time in 2 days. It's gonna be my first time outside the country, and I'm very excited for it. Very excited for it. I'm not sure though. The only thing that makes me nervous is that I am really nervous that my Spanish isn't good enough. Yeah, I've been learning Spanish for like 8 months. I could probably make a video about that. I don't know if people are even interested in that, but yeah, I've been learning Spanish for like over 8 months, and I feel like the way, I don't speak Spanish fluently, of course, but the way I see Spanish, it really flows depending on how comfortable I am in the situation and with the person. When I'm talking to somebody that I'm familiar with or things like that, like, it's really easy for me to like, or somebody that's my own age, it's easy for me to like converse back and forth. But I find that with other people, or like strangers, or like when I'm put in situations where I'm very nervous and stuff like that, it seems like all the Spanish just leaves my body. I don't remember anything. I'm sure it probably happens to people that learn other languages and English as well, but yeah, it makes me feel quite nervous. But yeah, since I took a break from working and stuff like that, and I've been preparing to leave the country, and I've also today I was able to get my license. It was an absolute shit show. I swear on my ass, in Georgia, they just be giving licenses to anybody, because I did absolutely terrible on that test. And I was so confident. I was mentally prepared to come back and do it again. But literally, like, she was like, you got a 77, you passed. But yeah, the lady that was in the car with me yelled at me like 3 times. It was actually like, I was like literally fighting back tears as I was driving and taking the test. But yeah, also, I usually have good luck when it comes to professional photos, but I don't know why I thought like they would use my original permit photo that I took when I was like 16. But no, I had to run up in there with this bullshit right here. Like, oh my god, it was fucking awful. Like, when I tell you, so basically the reason why my hair is like this is I tried to detangle my hair because I was preparing to wash it, but I didn't have time to wash it, so I had to just throw a hat over this. So yeah, I took my photo looking like this. I didn't smile because I was thinking like, wow, if I'm gonna be ugly, I might as well be ugly all the way and just not smile, you know, haha, mugshot vibes. But I'm mad that I didn't smile, because if I smiled, I would have looked crazy and I would have looked proud to look like this, and I should have. I regret not smiling in my permit photo. I feel like if I smiled, I would have been giving like Justin Bieber mugshot vibes, and yeah, I regret that. I regret not doing that. But yeah, I should probably mention that I was very nervous because I was particularly nervous because my grandmother was there. And my grandmother has this thing where she's obsessed with filming. She kept asking me questions like, are you ready? Or are we waiting? Da 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 da. And I'm one of those people where like, if I keep thinking about it and talking about it, it is not gonna work. Like, mentally, I'm gonna panic. The best way for me to get through a situation is to just not fucking think about it. Just live in the moment. I don't even know. Let me put on my hat. Because I'm looking like a couple of cents. You get it? You're looking like $1 million, but it's sound looking like a couple of cents. Yeah, that was a lame ass joke, but that's not the point. Anyway, yeah, I was very nervous. I got in the car. I literally fucked up parallel parking 4 times. I was waiting for her to freaking stop me and being like, you know what, get out the goddamn car. But she didn't. She was very patient. And I finally did it. I finally parallel parked after like the 5th fucking try. And then when I was backing up, out of force of habit, I was looking at the like backup camera, and she yelled at me. She was like, don't use it. And I was like, sorry. And then like my eyes was wandering, and I started using it again, and then she yelled at me again. And then we were driving like on the road, and yeah, I just kept getting yelled at because my turns were too sharp, I guess, something like that. And yeah, she also didn't like how I kept braking, so yeah, it was pretty yeah, no, it was a shit show. So I did all that, and they still give me my license. Like, I feel like I didn't even get my license. I feel like literally Mickey Mouse gave me my license. But I think this explains why people in Georgia cannot drive for shit, because like I said, they just be given license. If they gave me a license after all of that, I'm pretty sure anybody can get a license. I'm pretty sure a 14-year-old, if they lowered the requirements to people that are 13 and 14, I'm sure there would be a bunch of 14-year-olds on the road right now. No hesitation. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all 10 of my viewers. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that you made it this far into my cringy life. And I love you. You rock. Bye, beautiful.